Welcome back to my channel. My name is Corey and I'm the Drywall Tech. I told y'all I was coming back strong. Took a break, but I'm back. So this one right here, this started out as a 250 in 1 hour, but then it turned into 300, and I'll explain why as we go into there. A couple days from now I'll be posting somewhat of like a day in the life type of video, so in this patch is part of that, but this one I wanted to film the full thing of. So this is a bad patch right here that someone tried to do. We're gonna reskim coat that, texture it, and this was the main patch that was originally in the bid for 250. It was to hang, tape, texture, and man, I just could not believe that these plumbers came in here and left a damn mess. Look how quick it takes me to put this plastic down. I mean, why can't they do that? Look, this guy has some nice workout mats in there on the ground. It's a nice house. I mean, even if it wasn't a nice house, why not just put some plastic down? You can leave it on the plastic for me when I come in. Instead, they cut the shit out, let the blown insulation fall all over the ground. It was a mess. I couldn't believe that they left it like this. So, anyways, I'm gonna reuse the pieces that they left behind. Why? Because I want to make sure I have enough drywall left for other jobs, and the pieces are there. I'm gonna use them. So I measured for the 1x2s, kept that locked in my head, and then I brought the hand masker in for this bad patch and this bad patch. You see right here, this is the other one. So he added these two patches. I said an extra 50 bucks. I'll go ahead and skim coat them out and retexture them for you. So this is when the hand masker, comes in great. Besides for other things, I really do like to use it for these small patches like this. It just works out. You can't really beat it. I mean, you can use it for all kinds of things. I could use it for the other patch, but it's all good. So no 1x2s in the truck today, but I have some leftover baseboard. So hey, baseboard, it still works. It's not a big deal. You can still put it back there as backing and screw it in there. So measure it out, cut it, bring it in, screw it in, and we going. We rocking. But look at that. I found one. If you notice, there's some paint on it. I use it as a stir stick on a different job. So what they used to say, reduce, reuse, recycle. And I was almost out of screws too, so this is a good thing about the deck box. When I had small jobs, I'd take like a handful of screws in, whatever's left, I just throw it in here. So I know I have screws in here. I'm just sick of buying extra stuff for no reason all the time. So like my other videos, bring everything in at one time. Save yourself the trips when you're by yourself. Save your feet, save some steps, save some time, make some more money. This is probably a given, but get those nails out, get those screws out. If you try to put the pieces of board in there with the screws and nails in there, it's just gonna jack it up. And then you want to get your your 1x2, 2x4, whatever you got, shove it in there, leave some of it out past the drywall, and then the other half in behind the existing drywall, so you can screw it in there. So when you put the new piece on, it makes it flush. And then I wasn't trying to shove the insulation there, and I realized, damn, it's just gonna fall back out. So then I realized, let's put this one in. There's a little hole there. Just shove the insulation back in there. That day my phone was pretty busy. You'll see in that dated life video too, I get a call in, it's an estimate, I get the address, I go look at it. You have to stay tuned, see if I get it or not. So then I put one right here on the right and one on the left, because there's already one in the middle too, so that next piece will just screw right in there. I realized, man, this ain't gonna work. So do my best to shove it in there. He already knows it's not all gonna go in there. I mean, it's pretty much impossible. I'd have to get new bad insulation, and it's such a small area. If there's insulation in there, that'll do. It's all good. Does anyone else wear gloves when they mud? I'm just curious. No one really mentions them in the comments, but let me know.
It's so packed when they, yeah. Well, that's actually,
Just me explaining to him about insulation and how you can do it afterwards, by putting holes in the walls and shoving it in there. Now, I know a lot of y'all fiber fuse people. I'm a mesh tape guy. Reason why? I'm also a 5-minute guy. I like to come in there, put the mud on super quick. I do work it, both ways so it comes in the holes. It's basically like a pre-fill, but that's why I like to use mesh tape. It just works a little quicker without having to put mud on it and then put fiber fuse on it and then swipe the mud on it again. Just a little bit of a process.
he has to commute every day to San Diego, and he says like 3 hours of traffic. I'm like, screw that. I'm fine. No. Exactly. That's my life. It'd be having to win a bunch of money, and I could.
Don't forget, you can like, comment, subscribe. That really helped me out. I never used to get why people used to say that, but I understand why. Things start dropping. YouTube doesn't, necessarily promote the video, which I don't even care. I just like to read people's comments on this shit. So if you like it, you get something from it, drop a comment. Let's hear your questions. So this is the 5-minute process. Y'all know I like my 5-minute. That water's really dirty, but I know this is gonna be pretty quick for me. So get the sponge, put the sponge full of water in there, pour the 5-minute in there. I realized it wasn't enough water, so add a tiny bit more, mix it up really quick. When you're using 5-minute, mix it up quick. Don't take your time on that. The quicker you mix it, the more you got to play around with it. Throw it on the wall. So when you're doing this, you want to go in the direction of which you put the tape on first. So if you put the tape on up and down, go up and down on the mud. If it's left and right, go left and right. Because if you go the opposite way, sometimes it'll pull it off. So you want to go ahead and put it on the direction first. And now too, because it's so close to the corner, I'm just going to take it to the corner. Why not? Why are you going to try to blend in texture when it's only a couple inches from the corner? You might as well just take it to the corner, mud the whole thing smooth. When you're doing this, or like when I'm doing this, especially on a patch this size, I'm trying to leave the mud on where I know when I come back, I could sponge it and scrape it, and that's it. That's all I need for this. Now if I'm doing more than this patch, maybe if I'm on like a repipe or something, I'll do just a tight coat of a 5-minute on this, go to the next one, tight coat of 5-minute, go to the next one, tight coat of 5-minute, many as I can do. And then the second time I come around, I'll take my 5-minute and do another coat, a coat. And that is usually it on these patches, especially this size. But for this one, pretty much knew I could get it in one. So I tried to really throw it on there, take my time, smoothing it out, and make sure that when I came back and I scraped it, that was it. We were good. So when you're done scraping, you want to throw that mud out in the plastic that you have inside. Don't go walk back outside and scrape it out. Always make a big old mess. Someone in my last video pointed out putting a drug cloth on the driveway. I do that from time to time, but stuff like this, I know I'm going to do 1 or 2 pans. I don't do that. My tailgate is my drop cloth. So when you come in there, test it out. Make sure it's not going to, rip or curl on you. Sometimes it does that, and I call that reacting. So this one was not reacting. This was a good pan. So I just sponged it down, scraped it, and it was good to go. The sponge in it adds some moisture to it. So add some moisture to it, then you're able to kind of scrape it and work with it better. So keep scraping it, adding moisture until you think it's smooth enough. And that's about it for this one. A one-pan patch is a beautiful thing.
Now I'm gonna mix one more small pan up to skim these out. That's it.
Now I know we got those 2 other small patches that I know for sure will just need 1 coat. So I just mixed up a tiny little pan for those. Same thing, just a little bit less water, a little bit less 5-minute mud. AKA hot mud.
So skim it out. Money.
So you want to scrape down the highs first on any bad patch. If there's texture and it's a bad texture, there's going to be some stuff to scrape. So do a quick scrape over, scrape the highs, and then take your mud, throw it on there nice and tight. You're basically just filling in the highs and the lows so that way you can retexture it. So this one was really bad. It was sitting up higher on each end, so what I did was add more mud to the top and to the bottom, and then the middle was super tight. So that way just made it a nice level patch, floating it out. I do these quite a bit. A lot of bad patchwork out there. So if that's you, man, get to practice.
Last out of this texture bucket here.
Now I know this bucket looks pretty dirty, but that's the last of the mud I got. Like I said in my day in the life video, you'll see me using this throughout the day on 2 other jobs. It still works. Don't be scared.
Oh. All right. Let me skip it.
So when you mix it up, kind of opens it up a little bit, makes it more smooth. A lot of people keep asking me for a video on my texture. How do I mix my texture? Because I'll mix that bucket a certain way and I'll leave it for the whole week. Sometimes weeks on end. I'll use it for tons of patches like this. I kind of want to make a video on like getting 2 sheets of drywall, a box of mud, 2 bags of 5, and just showing how much you can make off of that material only. Let me know if that sounds like a good idea. I'm trying to make that happen. But when you're skipping, you want to just put a little bit of mud on the edge of your knife. Make sure it's even. And then when you're moving your knife, when you move your knife on the wall, you want to move it first, and then gently touch the wall. And as your hand goes down, you're tilting your hand towards the wall to get all the mud off your knife. And you're trying to get it especially for the Arizona skip, trying to get it as even as possible, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. Especially with the texture on this particular house, it was pretty off. It wasn't so, consistent throughout like most of them are here in Arizona. So just skip away. I pretty much go up and down, and then I'll go left to right to kind of flatten it out sometimes. You can tell if they're doing that. Depends on the skip. Now these, same type of thing. You're just going to be scraping it and sponging it, trying to scrape it smooth. Which that's what I was doing. 1 coat, in and out. And then with the hand masker, paper machine, that's all you do. You just roll it up. And skip away. It's weird, the way you have to have it angled, I have to like get down on my knees pretty much and like look up at it. I can't stand up and do it this slow. It's weird, it's a way that your wrist kind of flows and lets it skip on the wall. But this was real time right here. I didn't speed this part up, I wanted you to see it. And then you get that little top edge where your knife first hits the wall, and you're good. That's it for that one. All the tools and everything I use in this video will be linked in the description. Check it out. It is an Amazon affiliate link. I'll get like a penny if you buy one, so help a brother out, you know? I'm trying to do some of those penny machines for my kids. You know when they smush those pennies? Put the pictures in them. Put the rest of the mud in there and clean up. That's this one. So much better. I know it's hard to tell in the other one, but man, it looked better. And then right here, you know, I'm already in there. I got the plastic down. I'm just cleaning it up for him. Took me a couple minutes. Not a big deal. Leaves the customer, you know, happy. They kind of got screwed the first time with the damn plumber, so why not leave a good impression by picking it up for him? Would you guys do this? I know some of y'all lying. Some of you say you would, but I know you wouldn't. You'd be like, that's not my mess. I'm gonna leave it there. Just clean it up, scoop it up, vacuum it. There's a reason why people get 5-star reviews on this. A lot of it's customer service. Keep it clean. Do your job. Switching out the work vans for the clean vans. Gotta get them freshies on. Get my trusty Drywall vacuum. Vacuum it up. Look at that thing. Sucks pretty good. And there she is, all done. 1 hour, 1 pan. Well, for this. 1 pan for this, 1 pan for the other one. But, you know, you get what I'm saying. It can be done. If this was smooth, I would do 1 pan of fiber 20 and 1 coat of lightweight. Put the fans on it and sand it. Then I put the fans on it again and paint it. This is a customer reaction. Stay tuned if you want to check it out. Otherwise, I'll check you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Yep. So with this, before you paint, just a very light sand around the edge. Because what you're doing, you're just softening the edge. Yeah, exactly. So it's not a rough, yep. 200, 220, just super quick. You're just taking your hand like this. That's it, all around the edge.
Okay.
Done. Yep, you can check out.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah. Yep. And there you go. Take it to the corner. And that's it. So
Same
like,
thing with that, with the sand?
yeah, because you see like this patch right here, that's a little rough edge from the texture.
Right.
So light sand on it, it just helps it go in more instead of. And then yeah, don't touch it. Yep. So I scraped it, and then since there was like a high,
right.
I just moved up that high to like a gradual. Yeah. Yep. So, and then I just saw there was a little empty right there, so I just added some texture on it. But same thing here, very light sand. Yep. On this one, I would do light sand around the edge, and then just a quick once over on it. Yep. So it comes off.
Cool, man.
All right.
If anything else pops up, I'll give you a
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
250 plus 50.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Trace.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Awesome, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a good one. Good going. Thanks.